Hi guys, we are finally on our desktop environment. So right now we need to install some packages. I'm going to show you two ways of install the packages. So open our web browser and go to slackbuilds.org page. Yeah, this is the page where we can find all the packages which were built by the community. So let's find and install Discord, for example. So we have Slack build package and source download package. So we need to download both. Okay. Now log in as root and at least write a good password. Okay. I'm going to make terminal bigger for you. So go to downloads, and as you see, we've got two files we have downloaded. So okay, now copy Discord 012 zip package to Discord folder, go to Discord folder and simply write Discord Slack build. This command is going to build the package to install. Sorry for these reflections, but I'm using simple screen recorder, so really basic one to record all of this stuff. So the quality of recording can be a little worse than it should be. So whatever, as we see, we can Slackware package created. So we write install package, copy this, paste, and we have Discord installed. So we can find it in probably here, but as you can see, they want us to install a new update. We don't want it because we need to read Slack build page. So it's written that if you'd like Discord to continue working after upstream's update is released, blah blah blah, we need to config settings JSON file in a config Discord and add a new line. So it's not updated yet on our Slack build repository. So if we don't want to download this file and edit it by ourselves, we need to copy this, go to our home directory. To display hidden folders, just Ctrl+H. What was that? Config, Discord, and find settings JSON file. Hi, short disclaimer to the video. I am in the process of editing this video for you, and the new Discord update just hit, so I can finally show you how to skip the potential updates when Slack build package is not updated yet. So yeah, again, go to home directory. We can figure it out later. Go to config. Where is this file? Folder Discord and settings JSON. We hadn't got this file before because we need to run Discord first, then settings JSON has been created. Yeah, that's why I couldn't find it here. So we are opening it with mousepad. We are pasting this line which we have in Slack builds, right, in Discord, yeah. And we have this information here to skip host update. So yeah, saving it. And now we should write Discord without any problem. Where is settings JSON file? We don't have settings JSON file. So it's kind of sad. It's probably related to already installed ones. Yeah. So we need to update it. Unlucky. But it's easy. We can do it by ourselves. As you can see, the file is downloading. Okay. So we need to copy this Discord dep file to Discord directory like we've done before with version before. Go to this folder, remove Discord 001 121 deb, edit Discord Slack build file, and change version here to 122. Remove the old Discord and install package Discord Slack build again. Okay, and right now we can install package. So the package is installed. We should have it in applications, but I don't see it. I see it, okay. And as you see, Discord is downloading updates, installing them, and it's starting, and it wants us to log in, but we don't want to do it now. So, okay. So the second option to download the packages is to use sbopkg. So let's write sbopkg in Google, go to their page and download the package. We have it in downloads folder again. So what are we doing is install package sbopkg, and the package is already installed. So there's two ways to use this program. It's via Sligui, where we can do everything we want, or via command line. So I'm going to show you using of this program via command line. So first, after we install sbopkg, we need to sync the repositories by sbopkg-r command. Okay, so sbopkg repository is synced already, but I have one information related to screen flickering, which I was mentioning before. So regarding to Archlinks forum, it was an XFCE4 bug with NVIDIA drivers. So to solve it, I had to perform this command. So to change vblank mode in XFVM4 settings, and it stopped flickering, but it's kind of not really the matter of this video. So when we have our sbopkg directory synced, we can install many applications by sbopkg command. Yeah, we could install Discord like that because it doesn't have any dependencies like packages which are required. So let's go to slackbuilds.org and look for Steam, for example. So as you see, Steam has required another package, which is Zenity. And to install Steam, we have to install Zenity too. So we can download every package, every source, install it, then install Slack build and source of Steam and install it. But we can run sqg.p steam. This command creates a SKU stored in varlib sbopkg queues, which list like build as dependencies, builds as a list of dependencies to install from top to the application. So right now with this we can install Steam. We can install Steam, but we can probably read that a Multilib installation is required to run Steam on 64-bit Slackware. So to install Multilib, we need to go to Slackware documentation and go to enabling Multilib support for on Slackware 64. Let's try quick and dirty instructions. So again, am I root? Yes, I'm root. So we are going to copy paste some commands here. Now let's download the mirror like it is in instruction. Okay, it's downloaded. So right now we go to the folder 50 so our version of Slackware, and again copy command to install a GCC and glibc packages. Okay, and run this command to install all compat32 all compat32 directory. Okay, everything is installed now. So reading further, we need to add we need to add these expressions to etc slackpkg blacklist file if we don't want to upgrade our Multilib packets. So because if we run slackpkg upgrade all, it's going to upgrade everything we have installed right now. So let's unhash sbo2 and add these two expressions. Yeah, paste it. So right now let's run slack package update, slack package upgrade, upgrade all, and as you see it's working for now. So let's open Steam. It's probably in games section. So as you see, we can now log into our Steam account, so everything works fine. For this video it's everything.